aggressive style when he needs to, but he's very good at just swapping it back to this kind of defensive, more like kind of whiff punish game, trying to baiting your opponent into doing things play style, and he ebbs and flows between those just so well, and that's actually a big key thing of high-end Tekken. Is just being able to switch between that kind of offensive and more defensive flow. So just being able to see this, I think this is a good matchup for him in that regard.
Yes.
Because it's like when you have a player like Lazy Shinigami whose offense is just so oppressive, you need to have that or you just get blown up.
Yes. Oh, it seems like Jenna's gone with the Brian pick. Oh, this says a lot of things. Because Brian, in order for Brian to be effective, is that if you have a data on your opponent. Because Brian is so good at all these low counter hitting moves, evasive moves that can like blow up someone that you really know. Like you really know their playstyle. Like Janna is making a statement right now. It's like, I know you, I'm gonna pick Brian to blow you up.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a crucial thing just to notice as well, Brian does have a lot of slow moves. So they do require kind of hard reads and just great understandings of where the gaps are. But then if you do score a counter hit with them, like we just saw there, God, they do so much damage.
Yeah. This Janna just blowing up with the back one counter here and there, just interrupting everything that Lazy Shinigami does with those long-range moves, and bam, perfect.
That's the perfect to start off here. And then just JNR, you just see like how controlled he is. Like he's switching between this kind of laid-back defensive style, but now he's just looking for these reads, just trying to get Lazy Shinigami to kind of hang himself here.
Oh, the counter on the second hit.
Yeah, he challenged the string there.
Back to the wall.
Yeah, and also great thing about Brian too is his corner pressure is just insane, and that was an unsafe move he did there, so just guaranteed punish to finish it off for JNR. But a big thing about Brian is his corner pressure is, oh my God, he just called up the high there and ducked under it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Brian corner pressure is scary. You don't want to be there, but you just see how he's setting him up. He's doing taunt setups, and just JNR is just getting a bit of everything here. But Lazy Shinigami just needs to make these adaptations, start that aggressive trend. He's very, very good when he manages to get the pressure and the offense in his favor. Or the momentum, sorry, is what I was trying to highlight there.
Yep. Lazy Shinigami is trying his best to keep Janna locked to that wall, enforcing that mix-up, but Janna rolls out of the wall there. Not a good situation to be in. 1-2.
1-2, yeah, he's kind of just whiffing a lot of moves here, but does manage to hit the long-range low there. Rage Drive comes down, that's plus frames, and you can't challenge on that. And that's JNR pretty handily taking in the first round there. Also, fair reminder, everybody, this is winners finals, so it will be first to 3. So Lazy Shinigami still does have quite a few rounds to adapt and see if they can make any changes up here. But of course, just in case everybody hasn't watched Tekken before, unfortunately with Tekken lobbies, you kind of actually have to wait for the spectator to wait their turn, so they're going to be jumping back to us in between every match there, and that's just an unfortunate thing we have to deal with. Even the professionals have to deal with it. So you get to see our lovely faces in between every round there, and I mean, what more could you want than that? But actually, that's a pretty dominant match there. But I think, Marco, we need to highlight is, yes, as much as JNR was playing that incredibly well, it's very clear Lazy Shinigami just needs to fundamentally change what he's doing. So based on what you see, like, what does Lazy Shinigami need to focus on? We know he wants to get that offense going, keep that momentum in his favor, but what can he even do to enable that against this?
I would say what Lazy Shinigami really needs to do is start being patient, because all these like back one counter hits and 4-4-4s just like keep him out. 4-4-2s, like JNR just like knows when Lazy Shinigami is going to go in, and JNR just hit them with that fat back one, you know, like launchers, 3+4, and Lazy Shinigami just lose a lot of health as a result. And in the end there, like the highlight of it is the fact that JNR frame trapped them with the Rage Drive. So like JNR just went with the unsafe string. He's like, I know you're not gonna press, I'm just gonna do this to finish you off. So like JNR is really in Lazy Shinigami's brain. He knows the timing, he knows everything. So what Lazy Shinigami really needs to do is adapt this really passive play style to make JNR make mistakes with these slow moves. And it seems like Jin is quite of a good choice, because forward 4 does all that. So this is
actually a fairly big change, because actually traditionally Lazy Shinigami doesn't play Jin. So I think he's actually picked it up and has been grinding it during the off time here since we've last seen him in tournaments. So curious to see how this new Jin will come and play out. JNR has been putting quite a lot of time into Brian, but Jin, definitely a little bit more inexperienced character for Lazy Shinigami here. And you kind of see just how he's getting continually whiff punished here. Maybe not as comfortable with the range on the moves there. But Jin is a great character to play in this matchup, because you can contest Brian. Jin has a ton of long range tools and a lot of great mix-up tools as well. And of course, wave dash to get on top of him. So
and the counter hit went for the hard combo that didn't really work out. JNR just adapting to be more passive this time around, instead of pulling out those like unsafe moves to get big damage. JNR just taking things slow, because Jin can blow you off for mistiming your attacks. JNR more backdashes, more smaller moves, and the nice magic forward to bait Lazy Shinigami in. This is gonna be a good chunk of combo there. Nice block on the get up kick.
Oh, magic forward. No, if I was on the combo there, gets the sidestep a little late on the punish, but yeah, you're kind of seeing how like Jin's range can contest a little bit better than what we saw earlier. But I think JNR is also playing that as more a defensive style because of Jin, but also because he knows Shinigami's not as comfortable in this character. He's more prone to maybe make. No, he gets hit by the end of the range drive and he's dead.
Oh,
no, he could have done Savage Sword kill, but he didn't kill it anyways. But he gets the whiff punish. Oh god, that was horrifying.
Oh, they just missed the wall combo. That could have killed.
That definitely could have killed. Yeah, I could have went into Savage Sword there, or even the back 1-2, or back forward 2-1, 2 I think it is.
Back 1-4, nice punish on the hop kick. JNR just never missing a punish. Oh, and a nice float, but no float combo.
Yeah, great
nice
confirm. Oh, there's the counter there. Yeah, you kind of see just this understanding JNR has of Shinigami's timing, so he's just landing all these counters. And these two have played each other quite a bit, both being from Edmonton. So you're just seeing this familiarity and just understanding that's allowing JNR to just hit him with tons of counter hits and kind of just blow him up in so many different ways that it just... He almost looks like an unstoppable wall because he's kind of just forcing Shinigami to do things, and then he just hits a counter hit, calls out his timing, and it just almost feels like almost desperation on the side of Shinigami when he's just trying to get this offense started. Because not only is JNR really, really good at reading players just from playing this game since Tag 1, but just in general he's so good at switching between that defensive and offensive style that he can just blow you up once he does have an understanding of you.
Yeah, I think if I would be repeating myself if I, wanted to analyze this match, because I think the same thing pretty much happened, except for the fact that JNR took it slow for the first time around to bait out the 4-4s and whip punished him, as you guys saw. Just beautifully punished with the 4-4, and the momentum just completely shifted then, because JNR was a bit cautious at the beginning, and then after that first round, like, he got the timing down, then boom, just bulldozed them, and now we're 2-0. Match point for, JNR. Well, let's see how everything will go.
Oh, and yet another character switched onto Kazumi. Now, Kazumi is traditionally Shinigami's main. I just play. I don't know why he's like 4 wins on there. Maybe he reset his account or something like that. Because that number was definitely higher before. I know sometimes the Tekken data will actually corrupt and you lose up all your wins in your ranked progress. It's pretty annoying. But Kazumi is a very, very comfortable character for Lazy Shinigami. So you might see maybe a little bit more comfort on the offensive side of things here. Now, I think we should also highlight, what do you think Kazumi kind of changes in the Brian matchup compared to the other characters we've seen?
Definitely be more careful with the slow moves, because Kazumi definitely has more options to blow opponents up when they miss a move or they're trying to go in, because Kazumi has a very strong counter hit options to counter slow moves with, such as like magic forward, F punish, but it seems like that's not really working out for Lazy Shinigami. JNR just completely dominating this match yet again. Alright, 1-2.
Yeah, it just seems like... Yeah, but now we have seen as though JNR is getting a lot of counters and stuff like that, Shinigami is being able to get their offense started. They're able to get some hits in, land some strings, but just not getting a ton of result out of it. But some good punishes and stuff like that are coming out. But yeah, it just seems like JNR is just solidly in control. And as you said, you're scared of repeating yourself, because honestly, we are just kind of running into the same thing is happening here. JR just kind of got the read on him. He's landing a ton of counter hits, and it's just kind of piloting out of the way to victory. Oh no, another read on the string there.
The jab string, that jab string has just been a detrimental to Lazy Shinigami's success. Here's the top jet offer! Let's go. Do it again, please, for the fans.
All right, I'm sure many in chat don't know why that's impressive. Why is that so impressive, Marco?
That's a legit just frame move. It is very hard to do. You have to do a lot of button presses in one frame. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and for anybody that doesn't know frames, it's basically just like a literal frame of the game as it goes by, because obviously it's running at 60 frames. So you have a tiny portion of time. You basically need to mash all these inputs out to do that. So it's a very, very impressive thing. Very reputable from Mark. Oh my goodness, it just hit something unblockable too.
Yep. Alright, jab. Oh, another
time. He goes for it again. You gotta get that highlight reel down, man. Oh, there's a counter, and that's probably gonna be it. Oh, a little bit of an awkward wall combo, but doesn't block the low. And that is a solid 3-0 for JNR. And kind of honestly just the same story the entire time there, kind of as you were